Welcome to Parlay Power Hour for October 1st, 2021. It's officially October. October is the best sports month of the season, Grant, of the year. Did you know that?
Not even sports month. I don't know about you, Tanner, but this is my favorite type of weather where it's 70, it's kind of brisk, the sun's out, but it's not beaming down on you. It's a great time of year in general.
Guess what month I was born in, Grant?
October.
October. Damn right. Don't forget to wish me a happy
What
birthday.
what's your sign?
Scorpio.
I feel like girls complain about Scorpio men a lot.
Girls love Scorpios, by the way.
I don't know. Aren't you supposed to be toxic, or am I mean, everybody says every sign is toxic.
So, with me, like I'm Scorpio, but I've been with toxic girls. So maybe Scorpios attract toxic girls. Maybe that's the deal. I don't know. But this is Parlay Power Hour for October 1st, 2021. This isn't girl talk. This isn't Scorpio talk. This is freaking sports winning money, teaching the kids how to win money on sports show, Parlay Power Hour USA Wager. Do you guys notice our new branding? Look at our new branding down the corner there, Grant. Down the corner. FanDuel Sportsbook, baby. Parlay Power Hour is now presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. Caesars is out. We still work with them. We love Caesars, but the jersey promotion is over, so we're changing it up. USA Wager, FanDuel Sportsbook, America, back-to-back World War champions, greatest sportsbook in the business. You can get a risk-free bet up to $1,000 with FanDuel, Grant. How pumped are you about that?
$1,000, Tanner. I love the beautiful background, by the way.
Thank
Give yourself a round of applause. It looks sweet.
I worked hard on it this morning. What do you think about the freaking promotion, Grant? That wasn't the question.
It's awesome. I mean, like, what else needs to be said about it?
We've been using FanDuel for a long time here. And also, FanDuel just launched in Connecticut, so I'm going home. I will be at the FanDuel Retail Sportsbook next Saturday, like 2 Saturdays from now, after I run a half marathon and whoop your ass, even though you're not even running it because you're soft. So I will run a half marathon, then I'll go bet my whole paycheck on FanDuel Sportsbook at Mohegan Sun. Very excited next Saturday night. Shout out to FanDuel. This is the best hour of your day, Grant. This is the best hour of your day, and also subscribe to the network. Can we start by talking about the Boston Red Sox? Can we start by talking about the Red Sox? How the season
You've got the jersey on, so you go for it.
So here was my thoughts about this. What should I wear? Should I wear my UConn jersey plus 15.5 against Vanderbilt tomorrow night? I think that's a great bet if they can't cover 15.5 against Vanderbilt. But I've said that about every UConn game. Anyways, that's not important. Grant, 3-game season starts today. We've sucked so long. Like, if they're going to just lose, please just rip my heart out as soon as possible because I can't take this shit anymore, Grant. Between you guys chirping me, between the Yankee fans I already got my ticket to Yankee Stadium, Grant. I'm going to get my ass kicked no matter what, okay? So you know what, Grant? Can the Red Sox, if they're going to lose, just lose. If you're going to win, win, okay? Figure it out, though. Yesterday was inexcusable. Inexcusable, Grant. I can't.
Are you gonna go watch the Mariners play the Yankees in the Bronx?
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Mariners. Don't get me
wrong.
Are
you gonna use your ticket if the Mariners make it? Are you gonna go watch?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, Grant, first of all, before talking Boston was here, it was Baseball Spotlight, Grant. Baseball Spotlight is the #1 baseball website, baseball blog, I will call it, on the internet. If you didn't know that.
Absolutely.
Baseball Spotlight is big time, Grant. I'm an unbiased baseball journalist, just like Jared Kravis, and then he's also a Red Sox guy. Listen, if they're going to rip my heart out, just rip it out today. Fucking lose today. Don't lose on Sunday. Don't just lose today. That's my thoughts. And they're going to have a tough time today. It's going to be a tough game for them. But you know I got Red Sox on the run line, Grant. What do you think is going to happen? Personally, I think we're going to get game 163. Both teams are going to go 2-3 over the weekend. We'll get game 163 in Boston on Monday, and then all bets are off.
It is very possible that the Mariners go 2-3 because they have the Angels. One thing that you should be worried about is that Ohtani will not be pitching, even though this is his regular time in the rotation. Yeah. It's one of those situations where they know they're not making the playoffs, so let's just save our star. Any chance of him getting injured probably comes from when he's on the mound versus when he's in the batting lineup. So. Yeah, the Angels are one of those teams, Tanner. We've talked about it all season long. They're 500 because they play 500 baseball. They don't sweep and then get swept. They win 2 out of 3, then they win 1 out of 3, then they win 2 out of 4, then they win 1 out of 3. So there's a very good chance they take a game off of the Mariners. Gives you guys a little bit of breathing room against the Nationals, who are another kind of trap team almost. Because with Juan Soto in the lineup, the Nationals are always going to have a chance to win. So that's the one thing that I would be worried about as a Red Sox fan.
If we literally throw one pitch in the zone to Juan Soto with unless bases are loaded, if we throw even if bases are loaded, just fucking walk him. Just walk him. Like if we let Juan Soto beat us this weekend, I am going to take my freaking computer and smash it over my head. That's what my thought is. But you know what? Give the Red Sox credit. When I was watching the post-game presser last night, they took it like a champ. They said, hey, we're still in it. That's all you can ask for, Grant, at this point of the year, to be in the mix, to be in the dance. They're trying to get a ticket to the dance. Will they get it? I don't know, Grant. I'm losing my freaking mind, though, thinking about it. Parlay Power Hour for October 1st. Let's get right into it. We got football today. We got some baseball as well, so a good show for you guys. Will Reed just texted us. Always forgot. Send me the link. Will Reed's coming on the show. Let's get him on here.
We're at it. It's like a move at the trade deadline. We're getting Will in here right before the picks get started.
Grant, you start heating up on your pick here, and then I'm going to get Will Reed on the show.
Okay. Well, Tanner, while you're doing that, I do actually have a question for you.
Yes.
Of the Denver Broncos 3 wins, so 3 opponents, do you know how many wins those opponents have on this season?
Yes, I do, Grant. That's a trick question. 0. Yes, they played the Jets, Giants, and who else?
Jags.
Jags. Yeah, you're right. Jags gave a fight last night. That was good.
Yeah, they did. But that doesn't change the fact that Denver's 3-0 record is not entirely representative of what they're made of. I do think they're a good team, and I especially think they're better now that Drew Lock is out of there. And no offense to Drew Lock, I think he can be good one day, but he was a turnover machine. And Denver had the defensive talent and also some good offensive pieces to be a competitive team, but they didn't have the firepower to overcome their turnovers. So now that Teddy Bridgewater's in there, that I think it's going to be a lot better for them. Here he is. Welcome. We have to stop the pick. You have to tell us how you felt about the Miami game last night.
This shit about the Miami game, Jesus.
Julio Frank, message to you, the president of the University of Miami. We need to fire Blake James, our athletic director. He is garbage. It starts at the top. Julio is the president. He does not want any focus on sports or athletics. He came here focusing on academics. Everyone knows that. He sent out a message yesterday claiming that they will put more focus into athletics. I don't believe it. Our stadium's 35 minutes away. No one wants to go to those games. Even the campus basketball stadium that no one goes to because no one wants to go to our basketball games. No one shows up to those either. So, yes, the youth sucks. There's a clear focus on academics and a reluctancy to improve the athletic department. We need to fire Blake James, and with that comes the firing of Manny Diaz because he didn't deserve the head coaching job anyway for the football team. And those are my thoughts.
Now, I got some follow-up questions for you, Will. First of all, that field goal last night, that kicker is probably getting death threats right now because that was embarrassing.
I believed in Andres Borregales. He's a stud. His brother was a stud, but
Grant, Will, I believe in a 4th grader making that field goal. That was embarrassing. Number 2 is, Will, I have 2 connections to the University of Miami. One, obviously, through the 30 for 30 documentaries. It's all about the U. I'm getting emotional thinking about those documentaries. When they were good, you guys didn't go to school. Like, nobody went to school. It was literally just a football and party school. Number 2 is, what am I going to say here? Number 2, with the U, I'm also connected through you guys, like with the intern program, right? You guys got to stop going to class. I think that's the problem. I think you guys just got to stop going to class and just like party.
My former boss, he was an Olympian and he was a national champion in high school. You know, he was going to be the shit. Everybody knew it. Fun fact: Rick Ross went to one of his races and made bets with his friends on it. That's how big time he was. And when he was getting recruited to college, he was trying to decide between Florida and Miami. And he said, if I go to Miami, I'm going to wreck myself now and for the future. I'm going to Florida. So Taylor's right. You know, it was like, you know, you go there to party or you go there to be some supreme athlete. But partying's still alive in Miami, but the athletics thing, not looking good for you guys lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
What sucks is that Julio came in to improve the academics, but I believe we fell like 9 points in the national academic rankings in the past like 3 years, and then our athletic team is also fell. So nothing's going well here at the U right now.
I don't think the athletic director is the problem. I think we got to fire Manny Diaz first. Manny Diaz shouldn't have been the head coach.
Well, yeah, he was the defensive coordinator for like 3 years, and just because his dad is like the governor of Miami, he has some sort of ties to the school, so he didn't deserve it at all.
All right, well, we're done talking about the U. It's getting depressing. Between the Red Sox and the U, I can't take this shit anymore. All right, let's keep going here. Grant, did you talk about the Ravens? Listen, bottom line with the Ravens is the Ravens are good. The Broncos are bad.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. What I was saying is that the Broncos' opponents they've beaten have 0 wins between them. They are good, or they're better, but they're still not great. Ravens have already beaten the Chiefs. They look like they're putting something special together, even with all of their injuries. Justin Tucker just made that 66-yard game-winning field goal. I know it was against the Lions, but a win like that, Tanner, it gets the guys going in the locker room. So I think the Ravens should be able to go into Denver and win this one.
100%. All right, Will, you can help me with my picks here. I got 2 picks today. And you know what? Everyone's shit talking about the Red Sox. I don't give a shit anymore. All right. If you lose, that's fine. I'm rooting for the Mariners. I'm rooting for the Mariners if they lose. Right? Mariners have not been to the postseason since 2001. It's the longest drought in sports history, not just baseball history. Mariners on the run line, -1.5 at +130 here today. Do I like this bet? Mariners are rolling. That's what it comes down to. They hit in high leverage situations. They pitch well in high leverage situations. And they hit well with runners in scoring position. They have a -48 run differential, which is freaking trash, but they're finding ways to win. I like the Mariners today. I think the Mariners honestly win 2 of 3. They could sweep. I have more confidence in the Mariners this weekend than the Red Sox, but again, I'm going with the Red Sox as well on the run line. Gloria, what's up? Gloria, how about them Red Sox? 3-game season. Season starts today. When I look at the Red Sox, obviously I want the Red Sox to get in. If there's a game 163, it's not going to be pretty. Like, I don't want a game 163. I want to just win it this weekend. If they don't, it is what it is. Tonight is going to set the tone. They come out, they don't hit the ball tonight, we're screwed. If they come out, they hit, and they win. Like, if they sneak past the Nationals tonight, they're not doing anything. They need a blowout, dominant win with the bats. Even when they beat the Orioles on Wednesday, they won 6-0. 3 of those runs were in garbage time. It's like they're not playing well right now. Eduardo Rodriguez, I need you to throw the game of your life tonight. That's all it comes down to. You got to keep the faith. But if the Red Sox lose, don't chirp me. Don't chirp me. I'm going to Yankee Stadium and root for the Mariners. That's fine.
Tanner, have you ever seen the show Ozark on Netflix?
No, I have not, Grant. I don't really
Well,
watch
it's one of the best TV shows ever made, probably, or at least in recent history. It's definitely one of the most successful on Netflix. Anyway, there's an episode titled "It's the Hope That Kills You," and you are falling victim to that as a Red Sox fan, saying the season starts every day. Oh, we lost yesterday. The season starts today. All that's doing to you is bringing you closer and closer to the edge. Will, here's a Miami analogy. You're walking yourself down the plank, and you're about to fall off, but you keep saying, "I have a chance to turn it around." You're running out of room, and I feel bad for you.
That's not true at all, Grant. That is not true. Because, I put on this get up on here. I'm like, all right, season starts today. See, and for most of the year, I've been pretty positive. I have 0 expectations for the Boston Red Sox. I have 0 confidence in the Boston Red Sox. Just the article I wrote last night, Grant. I don't know if you retweeted one of mine yesterday. Appreciate you.
But, the Red Sox are done, but they're not out. That one?
Yeah, Will.
That's the one it was, too.
Listen, the Red Sox are done, but don't count them out. I have
They're not done then.
No, Grant, it's a fucking metaphor. Can you be romantic about baseball for a second? Grant, listen, Grant, listen. The Red Sox are dead, but they're done. I wouldn't say they're dead. They're done, but don't count them out. The whole team has had COVID this year. The whole team has been on losing streaks this year. There's been times where we could not hit the baseball. But you know what? We got 3 games left, and the Mariners have 3 games left, and it's a best of 3. It doesn't get any better than this. No. So I've been here all season, Grant. Hockey starts Monday for me, all right? Hockey starts on Monday. That's fine. But I'm not giving up on the Boston Red Sox this weekend. I'm not. All right, but do I have any confidence in them? No, they just got swept by swept. They lost 2 or 3, the worst team in baseball. But I will say, Grant, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up yet.
Tanner, do you want to know what the definition?
Will knows what I'm saying. He knows this makes sense.
Tanner, do you want to know what the definition of done is? Here's the first one: cooked thoroughly. Here's the second one: no longer happening or existing. All right, if you're done, you're done.
Grant,
you're not.
You know, I'm a fucking poet. I'm a poet, Grant. I'm a
poets actually understand what.
Why don't you be a little romantic about this game? Why don't you be romantic about the greatest game in the world, Grant? Okay. Okay, let's go back to 2004. Did anyone think the Boston Red Sox were going to come back 3 games in 2004 or 4 games in October? They go down 3-0. They come back. They win 4 in a row. They were done. They were done.
No, they weren't. If they were done, the series would have been over.
They were done, but you don't count them out. You got to keep the faith, Grant. Listen, all right, the Mariners could lose tonight. That can get me all fired up, and I don't like it, Grant. I was calm this morning. I had no faith in the Boston Red Sox, but I am saying it right here, right now. The Red Sox are not done. No, they're done, but don't count them out. Don't count them out. Read the freaking article. If you go read the article, this will make sense, all right? The Red Sox are done, but don't count them out. Listen, I don't think they're going to do anything. I have 0 expectations. If they lose tonight, I will not be surprised. I think Juan Soto is going to have 15 home runs tonight, all right? Because that's just how Juan Soto operates. And we're going to pitch to him because we're going to make a stupid decision, Grant. What's Gloria? Okay, I feel your blood pressure. Gloria, it's Grant's fault. It's Grant's fault. That's why we're fighting on November 21st. Get your tickets, sports20.com/tickets. All right, Grant, Will, this season is not over. Listen, all you can ask for is a chance right now. We have 3 games, Grant. 3 games.
Do you hear how desperate he sounds, Will?
He's so optimistic and happy about the Red Sox, but at the same time, he's saying they're done and he has no expectations.
Listen, I picked all these New York fans commented on my shit last night when the Red Sox lose. It's like, okay, they're going on a different YouTube channel to comment on my videos because that's how much they think they're getting to me. They're not fucking getting me. I picked the Yankees to win the World Series this year. I did it. I did not pick I didn't think the Red Sox would be here. Okay, but you know what? 3 games left. Wild card on the line. Boston rises to the occasion. Boston strong. We're going to win this weekend. Great. I'm saying it right now. You guys pissed me off so much. I said I had no expectations for the Boston Red Sox, but right now I'm saying it, Grant. We will be in the wild card on Tuesday in New York, and I will be there with my Red Sox jersey, rooting on the Yankees, chirping Yankee fans, and getting a lot of great content. If the Mariners are in it, that's fine. I'll root for them too. But I'm saying it right now. Boston's in it on Tuesday. That's it. We're moving on here. Gloria, thank you.
We got him, Will.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Will, talk. Jesus.
All right, this is our next one, Will. I'll open it up.
Well,
here.
Will talk. Will hasn't done anything yet.
Well, yeah, I'll open it up. I'll open it up since this is our risk, and then Will can give us his thoughts on it. So we've got plus 142 here for the Athletics, who just last week swept the Astros in a 3-game series. Neither team has anything to play for. The Astros have locked that division up. And the Athletics, A, because they kind of let things slide away, and B, because the Mariners pretty much put them in the dirt by sweeping them in their last series. The Athletics also have nothing to play for. So, you can think to yourself, okay, 2 teams that don't have anything to play for. Normally, you think that favor the better team. Honestly, I think I tend to disagree. Framber Valdez is starting for the Astros. He's been really good, but I don't think he's gonna go the distance by any means. I expect them to get him out of there early just to kind of protect him. He's going against Sean Manaea, who's 10-10 with 3.9 for the A's. Decent. But what I'm really looking at, like I mentioned, is the A's swept the Astros over 3 games. And they started that with a 14-2 victory, which I think was super decisive. And I just think the Astros have their minds focused on the postseason. I don't think they care about, the final series of the season. Will, what do you think?
Yeah, I like that logic. I mean, yesterday you had the Astros celebrating a ton because they had just won the AL West. You had Dusty Baker drinking champagne out of a shoe. I don't know if you guys saw that. Dusty Baker, former Nationals manager. I miss him there. But, yeah, I mean, they're riding high off of last night. I think they're going to be excited to be in the postseason, not really focused on this game. They're looking forward to playing the White Sox in the postseason. I mean, as you mentioned, Manaea has been decent this year, 10-10. That's a lot of starts under his belt for a 3.9 ERA. I think he can pitch something well against the Astros. Yeah, Framber Valdez has been good, but I like the logic that you took. And I mean, both of them have really nothing to play for. Sure, the Astros want to go in high into the postseason, but I think they probably had a pretty eventful night last night. They're probably going to be aching from that. I like the Athletics in this one.
I mean, I didn't pick this risk or lock, Grant. This was all Grant. But I will say I like the Athletics at plus 142, Grant. But the fact of the matter is, Framber's going to have a normal start. That's how pitchers operate. Like, they're not going to pull him after 2 innings to save him for the playoffs. Like, they're going to give him his normal start and just keep his rest going and all that, because he's got a week till he pitches again. But I will take the Athletics. I don't care about this game. That's what it comes down to. I don't give a shit. All right, Titans 6.5 versus the Jets. Will, you can talk about this one if you want.
Well, I was a Zach Wilson. I was a big fan of Zach Wilson heading into this NFL season, and he has completely disappointed me. I mean, I don't even know how many touchdowns he has on the season, but he has a lot of interceptions. I know that. A lot of interceptions. The Jets have looked pitiful on offense and on defense. The Titans, they had that week 1 kind of debacle where they got destroyed by the Cardinals, but since then they've kind of put things together. They had their win against Seahawks in week 2. They had a big win last week. I'm not totally sure who was against. The Colts, yep. The Colts are now 0-3. That's pretty shocking to me. But, yeah, the Titans have been getting things together. Tannehill's looked decent. Obviously, they're running behind Derrick Henry. I know they have potentially 2 of their star wide receivers out, in A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, but that doesn't really scare me much against this Jets team. They're not strong on offense or defense. I expect them to feed Derrick Henry. He's probably going to have over 30 carries in this game, or at least 30 touches. And they're just kind of going to run it down the throat to the Jets. And the Jets will probably have no answer for it. So I like them to at least cover by a touchdown in this one.
The Jet. I was going to say the Jets Zach Wilson. We can start with the head of the snake there. He is averaging 209 yards per game. He has 2 touchdowns in 3 games and 7 interceptions. And I know he's stepping into a horrible system or franchise with the Jets. We saw, Sam Darnold looks like a top 15 quarterback, can we say, now that he's in Carolina? I don't think he's much higher than that, but we can at least say, yeah, he looks like your standard average quarterback. And we thought, he was just terrible in New York. So a lot of things going wrong there. I did expect Wilson to be better, though. I had faith in Robert Saleh, the first-time head coach, former defensive coordinator for the 49ers. I thought he might be a little bit better, but the Jets team is just terrible. I mean, they are averaging – you ready for this, guys? They are averaging less than 7 points per game. They've lost 19-14, 25-6, and 26-0. There are no good signs to point to with this team. They can't pass, they can't run, they can't stop the pass, and they can't stop the run. I mean, Derrick Henry's averaging 120 yards rushing per game. He's probably going to go over 160. This should be a blowout.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Gloria, you make your own picks. You're going 5 and you went 5-0 yesterday. So, but I'm not touching the Jets at 7.5. I saw him playing when I saw him play against Patriots, 2 weeks ago, it was just embarrassing. And I don't think Patriots that good. I think Patriots are going to get murdered on Sunday night by Tom Brady. So, final thoughts. Whew, guys, I feel like I just ran into a wall at 100 miles an hour.
Well, that's what you spent 4 years of college doing, so you're used to that.
Oh, football joke, CTE joke.
Yeah, you must have forgotten. You're already suffering your memory loss.
See, Grant, let's fucking get on the start line. Any race, you pick a race, I'll kick you out.
Tanner. No, you would not.
We're gonna get into this segment again.
No, we're not getting into this.
Grant actually gets mad about this
because the things you say are ridiculous. They don't even make sense.
Grant, I've run 100 miles before.
Yeah, so what? You're not faster than me. You never have been. You never will be.
It's 100 miles.
Okay. First of all, if we can rewind to 30 seconds ago, you said pick any race.
Well, yeah, obviously not a half marathon. A marathon, you'd whip my ass in a marathon. The distance favors me. I could just go the
No,
distance.
it doesn't, Tanner. I'm a distance runner, okay? You're a guy who started running when he
Will,
stopped
see what
playing
you
football.
did, Will? You see what you did?
I didn't do this.
All right, we're not talking about this because this will be a 30-minute fight. We can't do it. And we can't do it right now. We can't. I got shit to do today. All right. Final thoughts. Will, we'll start with you.
Just improve athletics at the U. It's all on you, Julio. The Red Sox, they should win this weekend. If they don't, then it's a shame, and they deserve not to have their wild card spot.
I appreciate it.
And go Yankees.
My final thought here. Gosh, what do I want to go with? I'll stick with the Washington football team, and I want to talk to Chase Young here. I know he's listening, bro. What happened to the defense? We were supposed to be one of the 3 best in the entire NFL, and we're bottom 3. We're on the wrong side. I don't know what happened. Our defense was already elite, and then we draft a linebacker with the 19th overall pick. We bring in a top 10 corner in the league in free agency, and we've just become total trash. And that guy looks like the only person on the defense who has any interest playing. We're playing the freaking Atlanta Falcons here. They suck. I'm not going to drop the F-bomb, Tanner, unlike you. I know you would. But the Falcons suck, and if we can't hold them under 17 points and get some sacks on the board, I have no faith at all in this team.
Grant, this video is not made for kids, so that was rude. But anyways, here, what's my final thoughts? I'll be in the Bronx on Tuesday night. That's my final thoughts. I'll be there. Doesn't matter who's there. I'll be there.
How far of a trip is it for you?
I'm gonna go home first. So home's like halfway in between.
Are you gonna stop at the? This should have been my final thought. Tanner's from Connecticut. Did you guys know that you can get a ticket to the Connecticut versus Vanderbilt game for $1?
It's down in Bandy though. I would go 15.5. UConn 15.5. Wow.
For $1.
Well, I'm not surprised after Vanderbilt lost 62-0 versus Georgia last week.
Yeah, that's what we were pulling up and talking about it. We were debating. Well, Tanner wanted to put UConn as one of his picks, and I said, "Listen, you can't keep doing this. Nobody in the world is betting on Connecticut games."
Huskies for life, baby. Huskies for life. Huskies for life. Proud graduate of the University of Connecticut.
Those jerseys are probably discontinued. They probably don't make those.
Old. Yeah, they're old.
Yeah, they look like practice jerseys from the 90s.
It's amazing how much jerseys have changed because like back in the day, like this was a really nice jersey. I mean, this one's still pretty reputable. This one's shit. But it's still like this was a nice jersey back in the day, and now we're wearing it. Like we're moving on up. Things are pretty good here in America. Back-to-back World War champs.
We're going back to that one now.
Back-to-back. Yeah, we are.
Back-to-back World War champs.
We're the back-to-back World War champs. It's the greatest country in the world. I wake up every day. What?
Tanner, we got to get Will through it.
This, yeah.
Grant's cutting me off. I was just going to ramble. One thumb, one finger, one pinky. All love. That was Parlay Power Hour. We're now presented by FanDuel Sportsbook. We're moving on up in the world. So thank you guys for that. Gloria, you are number one. Other than that, go Red Sox. We'll see you in the Bronx on Tuesday night. Maybe a live Parlay Power Hour from the Bronx. Let's go. And that does it. We'll see you tomorrow. No, Monday. Peace.